Welcome back to Decoristique, your go-to source for vintage, classic, and rustic home decor inspiration. As the leaves turn golden and the crisp air rolls in, it's the perfect time to transform your home into a cozy autumn haven. In today's video, we're diving into Autumn Vintage Glam Decor, blending rustic charm with elegant details to create a warm and inviting space you'll love all season long. If you're passionate about creating a home filled with timeless beauty and seasonal charm, you're in the right place. We'll be exploring rich textures, antique pieces, and glamorous fall accents that bring together the best of vintage and rustic styles. Whether you're decorating a small nook or your entire home, these ideas will inspire a truly magical autumn ambient. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Decoristique and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Give this video a thumbs up if you love fall decor, and let us know your favorite vintage glam touches in the comments below. Let's jump into the cozy magic of fall. Start by layering in a rich autumn color palette. Think deep burgundy, burnt orange, golden mustard, and warm taupe. These shades create a nostalgic atmosphere reminiscent of vintage postcards and cozy countryside retreats. Consider using these hues in your textiles, tableware, and even florals to build a cohesive seasonal foundation. Choose fabrics like velvet and wool in these tones to instantly evoke warmth and glamour. A burgundy velvet pillow or a plaid wool throw draped over a vintage armchair adds both texture and richness. These soft details invite comfort while also offering a refined touch to your rustic fall setting. To make the colors pop, layer neutrals like ivory, cream, and soft gray throughout the space. This keeps your autumn palette grounded and enhances the elegance of your decor. It's all about creating depth while keeping the overall feel welcoming and serene. Vintage glam starts with character-filled furniture pieces that tell a story. Think distressed wood dressers, carved side tables, and tufted armchairs with weathered finishes. These heirloom-style pieces become stunning focal points in your fall decor. Pair rustic furniture with luxurious accents like brass candle holders or crystal drawer knobs. The contrast between worn and refined adds that perfect vintage glam feel, elegant but lived in. Don't be afraid to mix styles, as long as the tones complement your autumn palette. Consider swapping out one or two pieces in your space for something antique or antique-inspired. A clawfoot coffee table or a shabby chic console can completely transform a room's atmosphere and bring in those charming, rustic vibes we adore. Lighting plays a key role in setting a cozy and romantic autumn mood. Opt for chandeliers with a vintage flair or table lamps with ornate bases and fabric shades in muted fall tones. Look for patina finishes that add age and charm. To enhance the glam feel, incorporate candlelight wherever you can. Think mercury glass votives, candelabras, and lanterns with a distressed finish. These bring a soft, flickering glow that's both inviting and visually striking. Layer your lighting, mix ambient, task, and accent lighting for maximum warmth. Hang string lights around a rustic mirror or tuck fairy lights into a vintage birdcage for a whimsical, cozy touch. It's the little details that create enchantment. Autumn is the season for layering, and that extends to your textiles. Opt for classic fabrics like chenille, wool, and flannel in seasonal tones. Vintage quilts or crocheted blankets add instant warmth and nostalgia. Mix textures and patterns to create visual interest. A tweed throw next to a velvet cushion, or a plaid runner atop lace doilies. This contrast adds personality and coziness. Think of your fabric layers like a fashion statement for your home. Don't forget window treatments. Switch out lightweight curtains for heavier drapes or even burlap panels to bring in a rustic fall look. A well-dressed window can really transform the ambience of your space. If you have a fireplace, it's the heart of your autumn decor. Dress your mantel with garlands made from dried leaves, eucalyptus, or faux berries. Layer vintage frames, mirrors, or old books to give it depth and character. elegance with gilded candlesticks or antique clock faces to bring a touch of glam to the rustic setting. Mixing in metallics like brushed gold or antique bronze can elevate the entire vignette. For a cozy finish, place a woven basket filled with plaid throws or stacked firewood beside the hearth. Even if you don't light the fire, the styling will create a warm and welcoming focal point. Florals are a key part of fall decor, and with vintage glam, it's all about depth and drama. Choose arrangements that combine dried elements like pampas grass, wheat, and eucalyptus with fresh blooms like dahlias and mums. Use antique vessels, like enamel pitchers, silver teapots, or ceramic urns, as your vases. These bring timeless charm and make the arrangements feel more curated and intentional. Place your florals on mantels, entryway tables, or even in the bathroom for a surprising, elegant detail. Seasonal arrangements are a beautiful way to carry the vintage glam aesthetic throughout your home. Create a story with your tablescape using vintage china, mismatched silverware, and antique crystal. It doesn't have to be formal, just thoughtful and charming. Think farmhouse meets ballroom elegance. Layer in fall elements like miniature pumpkins, velvet napkins, and acorn accents. Don't be afraid to use unconventional items like an old photo frame as a tray or a lace doily as a placemat. These creative touches add interest. Finish with a centerpiece that ties it all together, a rustic wood riser topped with a candle arrangement, or a classic cornucopia in muted tones. Your guests will love the nostalgic yet luxurious setting. Fall is a wonderful time to breathe new life into forgotten treasures. Hunt for vintage suitcases, ladders, or crates that can be repurposed into shelves, side tables, or even centerpiece bases. Old books are especially versatile. Stack them as risers, open them to meaningful pages, or wrap them in linen twine for a rustic touch. Their faded covers and yellowed pages add literary charm. Mix in family heirlooms or thrift-stored gems with personal stories. This season is about gathering, memory, and comfort. Your decor can reflect those values in beautiful, unexpected ways. Make your first impression count by styling a vintage-inspired autumn entryway. A distressed console table topped with a mirror and lanterns creates a welcoming focal point. Layer in seasonal accents like a bowl of pine cones, a fall-scented candle, or a framed quote about gratitude. Small vintage stools or baskets add function and rustic charm. Hang a fall wreath made of dried florals or old ribbon scraps for that homespun, heartfelt touch. This is the spot that sets the tone for your entire home. Make it count. Antique mirrors do wonders for both glam and rustic decor. They reflect light and add a sense of history to any room. Look for frames with patina or ornate detailing to fit the vintage theme. Gallery walls are another opportunity. Mix botanical prints, vintage frames, and even old keys or rustic tools. Use a cohesive color palette to keep it elegant and autumnal. Try leaning an old window frame or shutter against the wall as rustic art. It's simple, impactful, and fits beautifully into a fall-inspired aesthetic. Every home needs a quiet place to unwind during fall. Create a cozy corner with a wingback chair, a knitted blanket, and a vintage reading lamp. Add a side table with a few favorite books, a small floral arrangement, and maybe even a vintage clock. This intimate space becomes a retreat from the chilly air. Layer rugs in warm tones to define the area, and consider using a tapestry or quilt as wall art behind the chair. These little nooks bring so much soul to your home. The kitchen is where rustic decor shines brightest in the fall. Style open shelves with ironstone dishes, mason jars, and copper accents. A touch of vintage glam can come from using silver trays or etched glassware. Add seasonal touches like wooden cutting boards, cinnamon sticks in a crock, or mini pumpkins lined along the windowsill. These small details add character and warmth. Don't forget textiles. A plaid dish towel draped over the sink or an embroidered apron on a hook adds that farmhouse feel with a hint of sophistication. A beautiful centerpiece can anchor any room, not just the dining table. Use natural elements like dried corn, heirloom pumpkins, or fresh pears in a vintage dough bowl or wooden tray. Layer in candles and florals for added glam. Mercury glass votives, velvet ribbon, and bits of gold leaf add shimmer without overwhelming the rustic feel. This is a chance to get creative. Use what you have and mix in nature's bounty. The result will be a meaningful and memorable piece that celebrates the season. Scent is a powerful element of seasonal decor. Use simmer pots with cinnamon, cloves, and orange peels to fill your home with cozy fragrance. Look for vintage-inspired candles in amber jars or brass tins. Scents like vanilla chai, spiced pumpkin, and smoky wood evoke autumn nostalgia and create instant ambience. Even essential oil diffusers can be stylish. Tuck them into rustic baskets or vintage crocks to blend seamlessly with your decor. Your outdoor spaces can also reflect autumn vintage glam. Style your porch with hay bales, antique milk cans, and stacked pumpkins. Add lanterns or fairy lights for a romantic glow. Hang a vintage plaid blanket over a rocking chair or swing, and place a rustic crate filled with mums beside the door. These layered details are perfect for seasonal curb appeal. A chalkboard sign or vintage mailbox repurposed as decor adds personality. It's the perfect way to greet fall and your guests with charm and warmth. Thank you so much for joining us today on Decoristique as we explored autumn vintage glam decor. We hope these ideas inspire you to blend rustic elements with elegant details and create a cozy, magical fall home you'll love. We'd love to hear how you're decorating for autumn this year. Leave us a comment below with your favorite vintage fall piece or styling tip. It might be featured in an upcoming video. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your fellow decor lovers. Until next time, stay cozy, stay inspired, and stay beautifully vintage.